A man was cleaning the drainpipe when a strange odor began to waft from the pool's drain, so he reached inside to clean it. Suddenly, something bit his hand. Blood gushed from the palm of his hand. The next moment, a flood of black water surged out of the drain. They were completely baffled. Before long, the black water had filled half the pool. So Nick called in an expert to inspect the pool. The expert explained that the pool might be connected to an underground spring. Not only was the water high quality, but it even had skin-nourishing properties. Nick's family was thrilled to hear this, little knowing that this was just the beginning of a nightmare. A few days later, Nick finished renovating the pool, and the family couldn't wait to jump in. They spent a joyful day playing in the pool. Late at night, when the rest of the family had already fallen asleep, only Lisa felt she hadn't had enough fun. She started swimming laps alone in the pool. Just then, a cat suddenly appeared by the poolside, but it seemed to sense danger and quickly ran away. Lisa didn't think much of it and resumed swimming, but after a few laps, she looked up and saw her husband standing right by the poolside. However, when she came up for air to look around, her husband had vanished without a trace. In that moment, Lisa felt utterly confused. Just then, the pool lights began to flicker. Lisa was startled and quickly climbed out of the water. But strangely enough, the moment she got out, the pool returned to normal. Back home, Lisa asked Nick if he had been to the pool. Nick replied that he had been sleeping the whole time, but Lisa felt something was off. Even though she wasn't sure exactly what had happened, she asked Nick to put a pool cover over the pool and check the pool lights while he was at it. Just then, the same cat walked up to the edge of the pool. Suddenly, a toy boat popped up from under the water, and the kitten immediately let out an alarmed yell. The next morning, the boy discovered his cat was missing. Its leash was floating in the pool. Lisa comforted her son, saying it might have gone for a walk and would probably be back by evening. Just then, Nick noticed something strange. The wound on his hand had completely healed, leaving not even a scar. It seemed the expert was right. The water in this pool really did have wound healing properties. Following his wife's instructions, he installed a canvas cover over the pool. Around midnight, Lisa suddenly woke up with a start. She turned her head and realized her husband wasn't in bed at all. She got up and looked out the window, where she saw Nick swimming leisurely in the pool. Lisa was puzzled given the injury on his leg. How could he possibly swim so fast? So the next day, Lisa accompanied Nick to the hospital for an examination. To their astonishment, they discovered that Nick's white tissue was rapidly regenerating. This left the doctor quite astonished as well. Nick attributed all of this to the spring water in the pool. But the Nick family's nightmare was only just beginning. That afternoon, the boy went to the pool to play by himself. Just then, a coin fell into the pool. But just as he picked up the coin, he saw his sister standing by the pool. He swam over to her, only to find she had vanished. But then the diving board began shaking violently above his head. The boy was suddenly overcome with fear. Just then, a girl's voice kept calling out to him. He listened closely and realized it was coming from the drain. The girl said the boy's toy was inside. Without thinking twice, the boy reached in to grab it. But the very next second, something terrifying happened.